Guys, one thing to keep an eye on tonight is the discipline battle. Earlier this week, Michigan talked a lot about trying to walk that line between playing with fire and staying under control. Nick Moldenhauer said the group is passionate, they want to play hard, but they've got to keep it between the whistles. And last night they showed some of that growth. Michigan only took 4 penalties, while Ohio State ended up in the box 6 times. But give the Buckeyes some credit, they really handled that adversity well. They killed off all 6 Wolverine power plays and ended up netting one of their own. After the game, Luca Fantilli from Michigan said that every game in the Big Ten feels like playoff hockey. And guys, that's why composure matters so much. So tonight it's really going to be about who's going to stay sharp when everything gets loud, because in a rivalry like this, emotion is automatic, but discipline, not so much. Back to the booth. Here with Michigan's Allison Jacobs. I was going to ask you how that shoulder is doing, but I think you proved today that it's all fine. How was that recovery process for you?
It was really great. I felt really supported by my staff. Aaron helped me make like a tracker of like what skills I could do so I could stay mentally with the team, and we kept building our culture even though people were rehabbing. And yeah, it feels pretty good. I'm happy to be back.
Great, we're so glad you're healthy. You guys beat your in-state rival in the conference opener. How is that setting you guys up for the rest of the season?
Yeah, we're just really proud of how we've set the tone and put the work in and day out during practices. And like I said, like we're building that culture that's really going to sustain us. And to beat Michigan State at home, sweep them, feels pretty good.
You're a UCLA transfer, and you guys travel over there next week. How excited are you to go and play your old team? And they're in the Big Ten now, not the Pac-12.
Yeah, I'm ridiculously excited. I'm most excited to just see like my club and my friends at home and my grandparents that like don't get to come to Michigan for my games. And to be back there, it's just another opportunity to be grateful to play volleyball. Yeah.
We're so glad that you're back and healthy. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I spoke with Michigan goalkeeper Isaiah Goldson, and he told me the team's super focused heading into this final stretch of the season, coming off that wild win against Northwestern on Friday, where he came up huge with 6 saves in the second half. He said that they're never satisfied with anything less than 3 points. Goldson said preparation each week has really helped him to stay sharp, and he gave credit to the front of his line and said that everything he does in goal is for this team. And just a couple games left before postseason, he said they're taking it one game at a time and trusting their standards in the process they have set up as a group. Guys, I'm down here with USC's Maribel Flores. You guys were about to go in the half of the lead, and then Michigan scored that equalizer in the last minute. What was the talk at halftime? How'd you guys regroup?
I think we just needed to keep our composure. We told each other that we were dominating and this was our game, and as long as we continued to play our game and just trust each other and trust in our abilities and work hard defensively, then we were going to come out on top. So that was, yeah.
You guys have dominated possession in your past 3 games, but couldn't pull out the win. You dominated again today, but got the job done. What was different tonight?
Yeah, I think it's just a mentality thing, just trusting in our abilities to shoot, because we have some pretty epic people on here that can rip a shot. So just encouraging each other to keep shooting and just keep doing our thing, because that's what sets us apart.
I mean, your second goal is an absolute beauty, perfectly placed in that bottom left corner. You were very decisive with that shot. Can you walk us through that goal? What was going through your head?
Yeah, well, honestly, I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a phenomenal job all game, defensively, attacking, just working with each other, and just like I said earlier, just trusting in my shot and just hit one.
Thanks so much. We're excited to see what you have in store for us this season. Yeah, guys, there's a little extra buzz here at Yost tonight. Former Wolverine and 17-year NHL veteran Max Pacioretty is back with Michigan hockey, joining the staff as a special assistant to head coach Brandon Naurato. Now, you might be asking how big of a deal this is. Well, McDonald's once named a burger after him. Yeah, that's right, the Max 67, the only Michigan alum to ever get that kind of fame. Not even Tom Brady pulled that off. But all jokes aside, this is a huge get for the program. Coach Naurato said Pacioretty knows what it takes to lead at the highest level, and his players will learn so much from how he carries himself. And from Pacioretty's perspective, it's a chance to give back to the next generation of Wolverines while being home with his family, coaching his 4 boys, and maybe, just maybe, get another burger named after him here in Ann Arbor. Guys? We hate them, they hate us. That's how Michigan's Garrett Shifsky described this rivalry, and honestly, that might be the most accurate preview of Game 2 you're going to get. For the Wolverines, the focus all week was on staying calm in a situation that never really lets you do that, and last night they finally felt like they handled it. Forward Malcolm Speck said that early goal was exactly the kind of start they were hoping for, but Coach Naurato joked the win only feels good for about 10 minutes because they know Michigan State's coming right back at them again tonight. On the other side, Spartans coach Adam Nightingale made one thing very clear, and that's you don't have to like Michigan, but you do have to respect them, and that respect has to show up in how they play tonight. Captain Matt Basgal owned their frustrations, admitting the penalties they took were just bad timing and can't happen again. Guys, it is a little chilly down here, but with these two teams, you know things are going to heat up real fast. Back to the booth. Michigan fans know senior Michael Leon as number 22 and a reliable forward, but most don't know about his journey to becoming a D1 athlete. Leon was born in Accra, Ghana, and left home when he was 11 to attend the Right to Dream Academy. He used that opportunity to get elite soccer training and a great education before moving to the States to attend Hotchkiss Prep in Connecticut. Off the field, Leon has made a significant impact in his community at home. In partnership with the Uniform Funding Foundation, which was actually started by a group of Michigan players, he traveled to Ghana, donating 100 uniforms, socks, and soccer balls to young athletes. He's just an all-around good guy, and it's a full circle moment tonight as number 22 is facing off against the Titans, the same team he made his collegiate debut against. Back to Catherine. Thanks, guys. I caught up with Michigan head coach Sean Bourmet ahead of today's meet to get a feel for how he runs this program. Bourmet's all about building strong relationships with his athletes. Everything he does is geared toward creating an environment where his guys can thrive both on and off the mat. His formula, pushing them to be number one in work ethic, number one in skill development, and number one in how they approach competition mentally and physically. We also talked about how the team's shaping up this season, and one word kept coming up: consistency. That means consistent development on a daily basis. They've had flashes of great wrestling, no doubt about it, but with 80% of the lineup being new faces, it's going to be a process for sure. Nonetheless, he's staying the course, so hammering those fundamentals and making sure his team competes with energy and intensity from start to finish. Back to you. Thanks, guys. Love is in the air this Valentine's Day. Just not between these two teams. Michigan captain Jacob Truscott said it best: we don't really like each other. And guys, I think that's quite the understatement. Michigan's top line of Hughes, Ernesti, and Shifsky has really been clicking. Hughes is riding a 13-game point streak. Ernesti's throwing his weight around, and Shifsky continues to find the back of the net in the big moments. But if there's one player that chose to be a heartbreaker, it's Minnesota's Jimmy Snuggerud. The guy just finds ways to produce. He's put up points in 23 of 30 games and has more multi-point nights than anyone on the team. He just got a knack of being in the right place at the right time. I've got a feeling there's going to be no chocolates or flowers exchanged here, but a really physical and hopefully clean battle. Back to you guys. I'm here with Michigan's Janisa Conway. I mean, Janisa, absolutely unreal series you had. You just can't be stopped. What's clicking for you? I know you started the season off a little bit cold, but you're completely taking off. What's going on?
Well, I was working with some stuff with Chitty, and I guess like in these games, I was just like, you know what, I just got to do me, just extend. That's it. Like that's all I was working on. Yeah.
I know you guys have a team motto about play for 8, you know, the letters on your chest. Tell me a little bit about what that's about.
Play for 8 is actually something really special. It's just like we can look at each other for everything, you know. If I'm in a bad mood, if someone's in a bad mood, like I can go to them, they can go to me type of thing. Like we always have each other's backs. Yeah.
And Lauren Putz had kind of talked about you guys focusing on the mental aspect of your game this season. How important is that for you in your game?
It's very important, especially like having anxiety throughout games, you know, like not having my heart race too much, and if I am, like I'm gonna take advantage of it for sure. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Keep killing it. You're absolutely crushing it.
Thank you so much.
A big question coming to this season was if there'd be any growing pains integrating 14 new players into the roster. Based on the first peer results, it's looking like it's going pretty well. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are unbelievable. All the new guys we got, they feel like they're my brothers after the first week they were here. So they're fitting in perfectly. They're great guys, great players, and I think we're gelling well.
Thanks so much.